This episode is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Business owners, meet Progressive Insurance. They make it easy to get discounts on commercial auto insurance and find coverages to grow with your business. Quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Mic check. 1, 2. Are we recording? Hi, I'm Michelle Bernstein, an award-winning chef, restaurateur, and mom. I have a lot on my plate, including my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. That's why I was prescribed Cosentyx. It helps me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some were fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
You are the man now, dog. 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 You are the man now, dog.
Hello, welcome to the Man Dog Pod. It's the Improv and Conversation podcast with me, Dan Lippert, and my co-host Ryan Rosenberg. Hi, Ryan.
Hey, Dan. What's happening, bud?
Oh, not too much. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Happy Tuesday to you.
And a happy Tuesday to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Is this going to be our first episode of the new year? I don't know. Or no, our second. But anyway, Happy New Year to everybody out there. Happy New Year to you.
Yes, that's right. And just to get it out of the way, if you want to check out more of this wonderful podcast, you can check out our Patreon, patreon.com/you'rethemanNowDog. We got video of all of our episodes, as well as 2-man episodes with Dan and I, and other great extended episodes of our guests here, which we have 2 of today.
Which we do have 2 of today. And so let's bring on and talk to them. We'll start with our new guests so you can get used to each of their voices. I like one at a time. You hear their voice and you go, okay, now I know which is which. So let's start with, he's never been on the show anymore. Before, Anthony Atamanuik. We're happy to have him for the first time and never again, apparently.
Hello, it's me, Anthony Atamanuik.
Famous Ray Romano impersonator, Anthony Atamanuik.
Just get used to that voice. Now you know who Anthony is.
My wife is a former Scientologist.
Hi, it's me. Hello.
Is that true about the Ray Romano wife?
No, the TV wife. Wasn't she the one who
Leah
did the
Remini.
documentary series, Leah Remini?
I thought that was
Kevin
James'
James' show? Oh, that's Kevin James. They're the same fucking show. Aren't they? Aren't they the same show, basically?
Yeah, old parents that live downstairs or next door or something like that.
Yeah. Don't they both have parents? Don't they both have like a dope husband and a like sexy wife who like is understanding?
Yeah, I think that maybe the sensibilities of Raymond are a little more Jewish than Kevin James. I don't know that I would.
Wait, Kevin James isn't Jewish?
Kevin James isn't a big Jew? So that's my voice. There's my voice, and I've never been on the show.
And yes, those are the 2 facts everyone needs to know. And you know this next guest's voice because he has been on the show, and this is the only place you listen to voices. John Gemberling. Hi, John.
Hi.
How are you?
Welcome.
You remember this voice?
Absolutely. How could we forget it?
Now, John and Anthony, y'all probably know if you listen to this show from all things comedy, really, but especially their new show, The Phony and Collie Show, which I've been listening to and a big fan of.
You have?
Happy to have them both on.
You've been listening?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Wow.
What's your favorite part? What's your favorite
My favorite part, I was telling Ryan this because, like, I relate to you guys a lot. And, like, as another two improv guy podcast, like, there's a lot that you talk about that I relate to. But a thing that I envy about you guys is you're good friends who, like, are really able to, like, have confrontation and accept it and move on, like talk to each other about how you feel about things. And I am like so confrontation averse. I'm so scared of bringing up anything that bothers me ever. And so it's like nice to hear. I hope it's you do have a strong relationship in real life. It's like for me, I appreciate hearing you guys being like, you did this and it bothered me, and have those conversations out and kind of move on without it being like this is a problem forever now.
I am scared. We were just talking the other day. I mean, confrontation, bringing up issues, like, is a fear trigger for me. Like, knowing that I want to have that conversation, it like consumes me, and like my heart rate goes up, and I can't do it with necessarily everybody, but I know that. I mean, Anthony is somebody that, like, you know, as much as we have disagreements or get on each other's nerves sometimes, like, I do know that he can hear that in a conversation. Like, I know that he'll listen to me and, like, have the conversation, that he's interested in having those conversations. So that's important.
Yes, it's true. I would say I'm more confident. I'm more the person who's like, let's lose my mind. I'll lose my mind on you. I'm more willing to do that. But I think that the good thing is that we balance each other so we both can be in the testing space of confrontation. But then we had a conversation recently that I think the best part of our friendship is that even this long into it, we grow from it in little moments where we sort of talk about something, and I'm able to realize the way that I am maybe being too overtly aggressive, or I can listen, and knowing that John is probably more concerned about sort of bringing something up.
Good save.
Frightened of me. No, but it is good, because it's like, I think that is the value of a good friendship. And we've said on the show before, is like, part of a good friendship to me is, and the delineating line between a friendship and someone you can't stand is whether you enjoy the idiosyncrasies of someone that you're friends with. Like, you know, if someone could have the same map of like things that they do, and they're a personality you don't enjoy, and you'd be like, I fucking can't stand that person. But a person you really enjoy could have the same idiosyncrasies. You'd be like, I love them. I love this, and so on. And I think it's an interesting dynamic that, like, part of friendship is the things you love that you don't like about somebody. You know what I mean?
Totally.
That you sort of that bother you. Yeah. I know I bother John immensely.
Ryan, what are your favorite parts about our podcast?
Well, I love the little Twitter videos. I watch every little Twitter promo. Those are fantastic.
You do?
I do. I sure do.
I work very hard on them.
Anthony constructs those.
They're fantastic.
Those are really hard, like surprisingly hard to make anything with captions. Like timing it out, and, you know, like, because for me, I like the captions to like hit the comedy, not just be a little caption on there. And so you really, it's like a little meticulous.
Yes. Well, the Adobe Suite, which is something I pay for. Which is why everyone should listen to the Phony and Collie show, so we get some ad fucking revenue. They have a caption thing that kind of works, but you still need to go in and tweak it. So it will delineate between speakers, and it will automatically place it in the timeline. But then it usually fucks up a lot, so you have to like tweak it. But I love it because I'm like someone who always wished in a way I was an editor and like an effects person, but I don't have the actual patience to do that. Mm-hmm. So I do After Effects and Photoshop, Premiere, and like learn on the fly so that I can do different like cool things. So like I like doing it because it's fun to sort of build those things. It takes so much time. That's the crazy thing, is how much time, like a small After Effects, like very minor roll in, like our tag, the Phony and Collie tag on those promos probably took me 2 days to make, to like actually get everything to do what I wanted correctly.
Man.
So
yeah, I feel like Ryan and like of my friends, you're like the more like curious, like you'll get on a YouTube and like watch how to do a thing. And I need that friend to then tell me how to do it. Cause I get, I turn into like a 5-year-old when I'm like trying to learn a new thing. And if I don't figure it out right away, I get so frustrated. And I'm like, I guess I'm stupid and I don't get anything and I'll never get this. And so I need someone to have done it all and been like, here's the list of how, like my whole desk setup is just Ryan emailed me his desk setup. Like
Roger.
What's a desk set?
Roger.
Yes. What?
NASA is ready to hear our presentation on this new deep space satellite.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. I was,
and I know you're like buried in whatever you're listening to, but like, they're ready for us now.
all right. I'll turn it off. I apologize. Let me take out my buds.
Okay, it's fine. So I really think that this is our shot, okay, to get the funding to release this satellite. We're going to be able to see not just the origin of the universe, we're going to be able to see before the universe, right? That's what you told me. Now, you watched all the shit on it, right? Because I'm counting on the information you've given me.
Well, why are you pushing the meeting so fast? You're pushing for the meeting so quick and you don't know anything about it.
Because it's all about the money, honey. I mean, you know how much money we're going to get to skim off of this bloated NASA budget? I mean, this satellite's going to cost like what? $2-3 million to actually make? We're going to get like maybe $3 billion.
Yeah, but the point is we're going to get to see to the beginning of the universe, to before what we ever what do you mean? Yeah. That's the whole point. It's not about the money.
When I met you on my teen sex island 10 years ago,
I was never there.
I told you, I told you in my temple that I wanted to be a part of the greatest moments in human history. But I don't want much to do with it because I can't pay attention. All right?
All right.
And who are you? You're my science guy. You're my guy. You're my science guy.
Gentlemen.
And you know science. Oh, yes?
NASA will be ready to see you in 5, 4, 3.
Do we walk forward? Do we walk into the room?
What do we do? Do we walk? What do we do? Hello?
Oh, hey. God, sorry. I thought we were going to get thrust somewhere.
No, that's just the NASA countdown. And gentlemen, we are very excited for the presentation. I think the thing we're most looking for is a co-understanding of what you're about to explain to us.
Yes, we're very happy that you entered our orbit.
Oh. Okay.
I really like all the theming that you guys do here. It's really cool how you incorporate the space vibe into all aspects of the business.
Yes, so does Lieutenant Anderson.
Okay.
You guys are in flight suits. I mean, you're administrators, right?
Yeah, but it gives everyone the feel of being around NASA. It's like how you watch a movie and they're all speaking in Russian accents, even though it's English, and it's like, do we need to? It's the feel,
Right.
Well, it feels great. It feels great, and we have got an amazing presentation for you today that we both fully understand.
Absolutely.
Now, everybody knows about the Big Bang, and everybody thinks that's where it all began. But with our new telescope, you're going to be able to see back further than that.
Yeah, way back. Like before even young Sheldon.
Yes, way before young Sheldon, pre-Big Bang. The energy masses that smack together to create the bang, we've seen back that far.
I just want to clarify that you're both talking about the same Big Bang, the TV show, or...
Yeah, the woman who breastfed her kid till, he was like 14. She's in it.
Well, technically, my partner's right. We are going to go back further than The Big Bang Theory on CBS, further than How I Met Your Mother, further than even Murphy Brown, to the very beginning of time.
Sure. So, yes, well illustrated. I think you got us to basically the late to mid 80s with those examples, and now even further than that. I myself am not a pop culture kind of guy. I know you guys sent over a lot of examples from the TV show Devs, which
That's right.
I wasn't incredibly familiar with, but
did you get it?
Yeah. Did you understand what it was all about?
I guess at the end of the day, power is corrupted by human emotions, maybe.
Exactly.
We're more space guys, though. We'd prefer if you kept your references to sort of space type of stuff.
That's fine. As you know, my name is Ichabod Joenfeld, and I am a multi-billionaire with roots in many different political power centers. And when I met Dr. Rigor, I knew I had a visionary in my midst. Space and time are different, but they're also the same. The Big Bang is when they separated, and before that, they were together. So why don't we take a look? And the way we can do that is by launching a satellite filled with mirrors and computers and a big flashlight, and it will hurtle into space where it will automatically set up with its own little robot arms in a big tent, and it's going to camp out in space and see the past, which is our future, days of future past.
Running a business comes with a lot of what ifs, but luckily there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Well,
wow, that really that alternated between informative and interesting and like 11th grade book report.
Thank you. Favorite grade, one of my favorite grades.
I'm happy to hear it. For me, that was a tough time. It was obviously junior prom.
Oh yeah, I know. I've been to many.
Okay.
And this is this space telescope differs from other space telescopes in that it...
Dr. Rigor?
Well, this one is actually different because it's not going to orbit the Earth. We're going to shoot it straight out, and it's going to continue to move away from Earth for its entirety of its lifespan.
I think we've done that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Could we just have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds to confer with each other? Would you mind?
Very good.
Of course.
Feel free to have some drinks. There's some Tang over there and some dried.
All right.
There's some Tang. Yeah, there's some dried Neapolitan ice cream.
Ooh, delicious. Thank you so much. Get over here.
If you have to use the bathroom, just piss into that tube over there. And
perfect. What if we have to shit?
Shit in we still the astronaut woman who wore the diapers to go kill her ex-boyfriend or something. You can shit into some of her diapers. We have some of those lying around still.
Her
that's
old
a good solution.
diapers?
Yeah, her
Shit
old
on
diapers.
shit?
We still have some of her.
So you want
old
us to shit
diapers.
on shit?
Where do you guys shit?
On shit?
Okay, all right.
All right. Excuse me. Get Dr. Riker.
What?
Who's hustling who over here? You're supposed to be the goddamn expert who watched a bunch of YouTube videos about how to launch satellites into space, and you're talking like some sort of 2-bit side hustler.
Listen,
and that's my job.
I don't know what you want from me. All I did was watch YouTube. Okay, that's as far as I got. I'm not an expert. I'm a YouTube expert. So what I'm saying will work, but I guess it's already been done if I've watched a video about it. So,
God, We've got to get that satellite up there. I need to build an addition to my temple.
I think your temple's big enough, if I can be honest. I think.
No, it's not. It's not going to hold Morgor. It's not going to hold Morgor. When we summon him, I'm only 2 more teens away from summoning an earth demon.
You know, I think our partnership was, I got into this a little fast. And I'm just wondering if maybe my idea isn't new or real. And I'm wondering if I should have a relationship with you, you know?
No, quick. Get on YouTube. Find something new. Watch it.
Okay.
And then regurgitate that in front of them.
Okay. Let me see.
I'm going to take a shit in this diaper.
That should buy us some time. Hang on.
If these guys do what they say they're going to do, this could be incredible.
I mean, this could be exactly the bump we needed for the government funding that we lack. And also, I mean, you could see any piece of time. You could see, I don't know, like your birth or something like that, or you know, your conception, or.
I'm just excited to see those little robot arms in the tent.
Dr. Iger, I'm listening to them talk. Don't worry. You could pretty much say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
They don't know what they're talking about either.
Okay.
Scene.
I got pretty scared in that space stuff. That is an area that I know almost nothing about. I've got little interest in outer space.
Is that true?
You're
really?
uninterested in space?
Not so much that I would say stop talking about it, but just I feel like I have not done any research or shown any curiosity, so I just don't know much about it.
Oh my God, I love space.
What's better than space?
Earth,
What's
baby.
right in front of us, baby? Earth.
No, I want
Earth is
this
this
space time.
stinking, moldy rock full of disease and life and sweaty people and hairy things. Space
Earth's
is just
over, baby.
It's clean. The temperature's nice. It's not no humidity.
The temperature's unlivable.
It's cool though. It's cool.
You freeze and explode, right?
If you got the right balance of vacuum and pressure, you get a nice cool room.
Yeah.
Would you guys go live on whatever the next thing is, Mars or a moon colony?
No, I'd be horrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have
if they found a habitable planet, like if they found like a new habitable planet and we could get there, I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
But after people set up, other people would have to go set it up, get it to where like a Four Seasons could be there, and then I'd go.
You don't want to go to a new planet, but back into the Stone Age.
No, I have no interest in that. And also, that first group of people are going to fucking kill each other. So
Mm-hmm.
I have for 5 years had this deep fantasy of going to a cabin by water and haven't even been able to accomplish that. I'm too scared to interrupt my life to do that. So I think it's the next planet is not going to happen for me, or the next civilization.
I have too much claustrophobia, so I could never go up in a capsule or anything. That would freak me out.
Yeah, I don't know
on a
how,
plane, I freak out.
I don't know how they go up for a year in the space station. They're up there for a year. They start to go blind.
Right.
Do they
go
really?
blind?
Somehow zero gravity affects your eye. So something with your eyes, it starts affecting your eyes or ability to focus or whatever. It starts affecting your blood pressure because your whole system is based on the pull of gravity. It's all responding. Our hearts pump at the rate that they pump to a certain extent because they're working with and against gravity. If you take that away, it starts to fuck everything up.
Why don't they they've depicted in shows for so long and movies now, the whole centrifugal force, false gravity creating system. And I watched a thing where they're that does work. That's a real thing that would work. Why don't they just fucking build that up there? Build that.
It would be a thing that you're in space that spins and makes it Earth-like.
Yeah. The thing spins at a rate that creates gravity within the the pod that you're in?
I have no idea.
Well, build that.
I couldn't even like guess. Like my first guess would be like you just can't send it to space. It's too expensive or too hard to test or something like that. I don't know.
I think you'd have to build it in space.
You'd have to build it in space, and we're not there yet. And we won't be, because the Russians are going to start destroying and knocking satellites into each other, and then we're going to be in a whole new chaotic mess.
Wait, why are they going to do that?
Because their aim is to try to take out our telecom satellites. So they've been launching debris into space in the different orbit patterns of satellites. They've already done 2 tests where they've successfully destroyed a satellite.
Why do they want to do that?
Because they're agents of chaos.
Are they?
I mean, that's all they got. They have no power. They have no money. All they have is gasoline and a huge leftover military, infrastructure from the Soviet Union.
What I think about every time that comes up, like Russia being a problem, is I have a very vague memory of like the 2000, whenever Romney was running, and him like make like
2012.
And he said something about how like a big threat was like the Russians. And everyone
like,
kind of laughed at him and was like, no, that's from 30 years ago, idiot. And then they like single-handedly figured out how to like take a country down through social media and just like sowing chaos. And it's like, oh, maybe Mitt Romney was right about that. And I don't know. Him and Al Gore, like the big losers that everybody laughed at for their thing. And now they're like sitting back feeling smug.
Big boring losers. Big boring losers who are like, hey, watch out. Everyone's like, shut up, loser. You're boring. They're like, who's this cool dude? He's fun. That's like, yeah, well, our big mistake was probably after the fall. We were so happy in 1991, like that Soviet Union fell, and there was that 3-day battle in October in Moscow where they shelled the Senate building, and Yeltsin jumped up on the tank. And everyone, I think, in intelligence in the United States at the time were like thrilled. They're like, the Soviet Union collapsed. This is our chance to like put our boot on their neck. And the Bush knew better, believe it or not, to like sort of not do that and try to like, send funding and sort of not allow them to completely collapse. But then the foreign policy over the next 10 years was baiting and switching with the Russians so that we kept expanding NATO, which there was no real need to keep expanding NATO, and threatening Russia. And you had Putin as a perfect recipe for a person who said, fuck this. If you're going to do this, we're going to push back. It would have made so much more sense for us to just go, okay, they collapsed. Let's like be pals and maintain the 2 infrastructures that we have built over the last 50 years, which were fucked up. The infrastructures, but they were stable, and we lost one hand of the clap, and that's why we're here. We're here because of all that, because we got too greedy when Russia collapsed.
Doesn't
Almost
it make
every
you
other
feel,
thing is because from that.
I like kind of stopped reading about and listening like to like stuff like political stuff because it made me feel so overwhelmed by like how much further things go than like what the conversation is in front of us, Like something like that where it's like, nobody's ever going to talk about that on Twitter.
Nobody will. No.
Yeah. And it's like, so I just had to give up because it was like every piece of political information made me feel so far from like control of the future of my life that I was like, this is crazy.
You can't watch a YouTube video. You can't read a newspaper. What can you do?
Look up an SLR camera.
Yeah. Well, no, Ryan had to explain to me how to do that.
No, well, I agree with you in the sense that from what I did for a living, I was knee deep in it. And I do I've always loved reading stuff like that as a kid. And, I've always read history or politics stuff. But like in the last 2 years, I completely jumped out. Just I was almost going to get off Twitter, but I wanted to promote the podcast and stuff. So I just went through it. It took about 6 weeks to unfollow everything that was politics related, then put all my space and science fiction stuff as the follows. And now my stuff is just like, check out this satellite. Like, look at this picture of this ancient Greek coin. And
But
like
now the Russians
I
are
like
launching garbage at the satellites.
Well, I
you
mean, I
wanted to
still
go to
read- I
space. The
still
Russians
read
are there
news.
too.
I still read news, but like not the apoplectic shit that happens now. I can't. And when I was in it, it was a nightmare because people think that they think you want to talk about that. And you're like, that's the last thing I want to do is talk about fucking Trump or whatever. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Fuck gives a shit.
You must love thinking about this all the time. Do you want to talk about it some more right now? It's like, no, I'm inundated in shit every day.
Yeah. I hated it.
I think I need things to be right in front of me for me to understand them. Not like right in front of me, but like stuff like space or like the ocean or like things that make me feel really small. I think I have like an existential I have an existential crisis almost when those come up because it makes me feel like infinitely meaningless or something like that.
You'll never understand. You'll never be able to hold it all in your head at once.
Yeah, I think that I like watching basketball. Like, I get it.
There are rules to this
I get
game.
who's good and bad. Yeah, and like the other stuff is like when people are talking to me about it, I'm like, that's awesome. This is so fascinating. I wish I could, like when I read it, I could retain it in a way that like Anthony just did and like then described it back to us. But I would be like, yeah, I guess the Russians are mad at satellites or something now.
John knows a lot about the ocean.
I do.
You're always talking about baleen and dolphins and different.
No, I just know a little bit about
constantly
cetaceans.
Citing. Is your focus purely cetaceans? And you just made the illusion that
Yeah,
you know
I like
a lot
water
about the ocean?
mammals.
Okay.
What are
Why?
cetaceans? That's water mammals?
I think so. I don't know if a manatee is a
God.
cetacean. It's like the vertical, horizontal tail. You know, fish have a vertical tail. Water mammals, cetaceans have the vertical tail and like a dorsal fin. And they're smart and they're friendly.
And are you dating one of them? Is that what
And they're pretty.
I don't know how much to believe it, but I do love those stories of like old 1600s, like Australian sailors thinking that sea cows were mermaids, and like being like, I just saw the hottest mermaid.
No, it was a woman. I swear it was a woman.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I've been reading Moby Dick for a couple years now because it's just like it's good, but it's hard to get through. But like, yeah, I mean, just think of like as unknowable as space is to us now. I mean, just think about the ocean. You know, before there was submersibles or cameras or it's just rumor. It's just like one, ship that sees like a whale and is like, what the fuck is that? Like, we saw a big thing out there, like a sea monster,
Yeah.
Like, you go like, oh, well, sea monsters don't really exist. It's like whales and, colossal squids. But it's like, those are sea monsters,
Right. I was right. We're both right. That is a sea monster, and you call it a whale.
Yeah. It's not like supernatural. I guess it's easy to like put like a supernatural bent on it if you don't know what it is, but like, yeah, I mean, imagine finding like, in the Middle Ages, discovering like a Tyrannosaurus Rex jaw,
Yeah.
how's that not a dragon,
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy too. I mean, of course, there was even more fossils around back then because they hadn't all been discovered, right? It's weird to me. I was like,
yeah,
oh,
all
fossils
the fossils have now been discovered.
I hope so. I sure hope. But many more than whatever, hundreds of years ago. They were probably stumbling upon dragon heads and being like, I don't know. It seems like we know more about history than they did, but they were closer to it. You know what I mean?
Well, but
I think-
only by an infinitesimal amount of time on the grand scale.
Yeah.
Well, there's also like the satellite scans now where they can see the infrared scans of like ruins that they, all these buried ruins that only from the air you can realize that, oh, there was like a town here and it's barely visible. And a lot of these discoveries have just been made in the last like 10 years.
Wow.
Because they have new resonant imaging that can like go down into the soil to determine, that there's structures there. And then you realize like, oh, so we're talking things that are like 4, 5, 6,000 years old that are buried, just enough under that we don't even see it. So that means then, they made a discovery recently of an area that was essentially mechanical, like a place where, they were processing animal bones and meat and all this, like a butchery, but it's like 6,000 years or 8,000 years old. So it's like 6,000 BC. There's not supposed to be anything like that at that time. But now they're, supposing, well, of course, they'd have a stone structure for the most important thing and probably wood structures for everything else. And that's gone. Now people they thought were nomadic were not nomadic. They actually were living in cities that they just didn't know existed. So then you consider the Ice Age. Think of all the stuff that was on ice shelves or on areas that were considered solid land for thousands of years that then they now think maybe even matter of hours just collapsed and completely dissolved. So our concept of what human history is or how far back we were organized is like a total guess.
Right.
Like, it's just a guess. They say like, no, it's impossible. They were hunter-gatherers 10,000 years ago. But all the evidence says that some people were, but not all. There were organized structures.
Well, the Iceman, the one of those Icemans.
They do.
Who the Iceman, he was fucking jerking off. He was fucking coming ice crystals. No, this fucking Ice Age guy who got preserved in the snow or whatever, but he was like he was on some sort of journey and they think he was being pursued or something because they could tell from the contents of his stomach that plants he had eaten, like the layers of stuff that he had eaten in his stomach were like plants from like one part of this hill and then plants that would only have grown like farther up the mountain and then back down. They could tell like he had eaten like one group of plants before the other. And then he so they could sort of chart like that he was going up and down, sort of winding his way. And then he was like killed with an arrow. It was either like he had a head injury and an arrow wound. And he was clutching I believe it was an axe made of bronze, which would have been before what they considered to be the Bronze Age, so it would have been like initial bronze, like one of the earliest bronze fucking pieces, which means it would have been like, it's essentially similar to like having an iPhone in the 1860s,
Right.
Like this would have been like a highly valuable, coveted thing, which means he either stole it or was some kind of royalty. But whoever killed him, whoever put the arrow in him, why wouldn't they have taken it? It was like, it's this whole like insane mystery that also upends like our ideas of what happened when in history.
Fellas, I'm going to be totally honest. We've been out here for I don't know how many days. I don't think people are going to find us. For me, it's time to start thinking about posterity when they find my body here,
Posterity?
The way I'm going to be seen, the way I'm going to be remembered,
Just you?
Sorry?
Just you?
Well, I don't want to force you to be thinking about whatever, but for me, it's like, I got to cut out all the beef we've been having out here. I know it's all we have is dried beef, but I think I'm going to start moving more to greens and salads. I don't want them to think I was some slob out here.
We have been subsisting heartily on beef.
I know, and
in the
it's
wilderness.
Great, but it's like I don't want them to, I don't know what they're going to find. I know we're going to be disappointed, but I at least have to pull out of the orgies here. I got to say, no more for me.
Man.
But it's just
Wait, you haven't been pulling
four of
out?
us. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. The rule was if we were going to do the orgies, we all had to pull out.
I'm sorry. I used a turn of phrase that it specifically was about that rule. No, I've still been pulling out during the orgies, which I don't really understand that rule, if I'm being totally honest. Is there a fear of some sort of pregnancy?
Well, you don't want it in.
Yeah. I don't want to shit cum.
Okay, that's all it was. Okay, yeah, I get it.
All right? I was very clear about it from the beginning.
So we'll put that you and I are similar in a certain way. You know, you don't want that. And I don't want to be remembered as a guy who, within 30 minutes of being stranded, went straight to overeating beef and having copious amounts of sex.
It's been 35 minutes that we have been stranded here in the woods. Okay? We have to survive. All right?
I know, but I mean, even can we tear up the ground rules? Because, you know, we were 5 minutes into it, we started making orgy ground rules. And I think that is
killing beef. I mean, we were killing beef fast.
Yeah, we were killing that beef.
Yeah, killing, curing, preserving.
I'm lucky that I brought this air drying, portable beef air drying system.
We all thought it was a irresponsible use of space, and in some ways now
it did weigh down the plane.
It did weigh down the plane. We do know that a lot of the stuff we brought might be the reason that we're stuck here. But I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna
guys, we're an all male lacrosse team. We were going to go to finals. All right. Now we're here stuck in the woods 35 minutes. We have built a society. We have orgies. We eat jerky. Okay. We have a rule. We pull out. And what are we going to do? Break that apart?
I've been meaning to ask, there's a lot of cows around here. Are there cows in the wild? We can't be that far from civilization if there's this many cows.
I don't know. I mean, I saw a video of like an island somewhere where there's a bunch of pigs because they used to take pigs on boats or something like that. And then
yeah,
they left
I've seen
the pigs
that.
there.
And then you can go there and frolic with them in the waves. But
Pig Boat Island.
It might just be that we're on like Cow Island, you know, and this is an old, stop along.
Let's run it down. We took off from Teterboro, and we were in the air about 6 minutes. The plane completely lost its balance, and the tail ripped off. We crashed. That's 7 minutes. Now we've been here 35. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's any way that we're near civilization. The timing just doesn't work out.
I think we need another rule for the society. I feel like we're going to be here for the long haul, and I think we need to set some more ground rules. The orgies are great. The beef has been awesome so far. And I just think we need to, what else are we going to do?
Thank you.
It's been so awesome.
Thank you.
So why do we need more rules? I mean, we've been here 35 minutes. We've already had 7 rules meetings.
Well, if I'm honest, I'm getting a little bit bored. You know, there's no entertainment. I just had one, I feel like.
All right, I am pretty raw. I think I might shoot blood if we do it again.
Yeah, so we could take a break.
We can do other way. By the way, we can get each other off in ways that's not just like raw, unlubricated fucking. Can't we? Because that is gonna get old.
I mean, if we do, could we at least not write that down? I don't want people to know that, so quickly we had to figure out new ways to pleasure each other. I'm going to, you guys make your own orgy rules.
You're so ashamed of.
I think everything we've done here, I mean, we've gotten so base.
You're a professional lacrosse player. It doesn't get any worse than that.
We're stranded, okay?
Dedicated your life to nets on sticks.
We're stranded somewhere in what used to be New Jersey, okay? And we don't know if it's ever coming back. So I think it's time to start doing cave paintings. We need to start putting culture on the map. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like culture. Okay, I'm down for some paintings and see that we're not so one-dimensional lacrosse players.
I just had an idea for a painting. So this is
Let's go to the cave.
Yeah, come on, okay. Let's all. I had these crayons in my bag, of course. I always
Before we
travel with
go, I'm
crayons.
just going to bring the beef backpack just in case it's along with something we think is going to be.
Please.
All right. Well,
So here's my idea. It's you bent over, right? Here you go. It's you bent over. And then who's this walking up right behind you? All of the rest
Shrek,
of us.
it looks like, based on your drawing.
Okay, that was me. Okay, I look like Shrek. That's fine.
I'm just saying your drawing does. Now, can't we do something artistic, like two guys? What's the thing where the two guys touch fingers,
Adam and
the big famous thing where the two guys are touching fingers.
From the Sistine Chapel?
Yes.
Chapel?
Yes.
You want to be Michelangelo, the most revered artist in history?
Well, I'm writing this down because we're not going to have history. This is a new civilization, a new society.
That's right.
I'm going to record everything. John, you are our sage now. What you remember is all we'll know of society.
Wait, John is? He's the biggest stoner of the group. His long-term memory is not
At least I could
good.
think of the Sistine Chapel. All you had was two guys touching fingers. One of them's God, and one of them's Adam.
Yeah.
Two guys?
Really?
Yeah.
One of them's
God and
God?
Adam.
Yeah, it's
Guy with the beard.
Birth of Man, Dawn of Man, whatever. Birth of Adam,
I
whatever
had
the
no
fuck it's
idea.
called.
Okay.
I think I
Out
need
of the
another piece
ether.
of beef. Pass me the beef bag.
All right. We're running out. I want to hunt more cows this afternoon.
If we have the opportunity to restart our civilization, can't we do it without all the bullshit, all the negative self-talk, all the judgment? We don't need history. We don't need to worry about our image. If we're four dudes who want to eat beef and fuck each other and draw it on the walls, let's just accept that about ourselves.
We don't know if anyone's coming. Maybe no one will ever discover us.
Yeah, when we die, our bodies will be dragged off by wolves, probably.
Or cows.
Raised by wolves,
Trampled in
Season 2 is
cows.
coming out in February. I'm not going to get to see it. Oh God,
Yeah,
the things I already missed.
Frankly, that's the thing I'm happy that we can be done with, is you describing Raised by Wolves episode by episode to me. I'm glad that that's going to be gone.
Build a campfire. Build a campfire. This is the time. The time for me to become a shaman storyteller and retell great streaming programming to you.
Do we have to start with Raised by Wolves?
Yes. And then we'll move on to, I don't know, station. Yeah, what?
I was just going to say, I really miss Below Deck, that Bravo's
show. Below Deck? Which one do you want? Mediterranean or?
Mediterranean.
Absolutely. I could tell you all about Mediterranean.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna write a love letter to a lost love, so that people know that I was romantic and forlorn and emotionally distraught by this crash, and then I was a poet who didn't get expressed in my time. A poet who didn't get expressed in my time.
Yo, who's in my cave? Yo, hello.
Oh no,
who's in my fucking cave?
Excuse us, sir.
Hi, my name's Joe fucking Gorga. What the fuck are you doing in my cave? This is my property.
Joe Gorga from New Jersey Housewives?
Yeah. Now I do stand up. All right? Don't forget it. All right? I got to get the poison out of me. That's my fucking punchline for everything.
It is?
My beautiful wife Melissa.
Well, we just crashed here. We just started a new civilization. We crashed out of Teterboro, and we don't know if anybody's coming ever. So,
well, I'm coming right here, and I'm saying, get the fuck off my property. This is my cave. Okay, this is where my kids play. All right, and I don't have time for this. I don't need you people on my fucking property.
Hey, man. Hey, we mean no. We have a peace offering for you.
Oh, my fucking chest!
Oh my god! Oh my god! You killed him! You killed Gorga or whatever.
Okay.
Fine meat tonight. Fine Jersey meat.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like we're in civilization. I mean, if we're at his house, basically.
It's time to eat human meat.
We have to
We've
make
run
this,
out of beef.
We have to make this look like. I do want to try and
run out of beef. We have so much beef.
We will run out of beef. And our only choice was to eat ourselves or to eat someone who comes along. And this Gorga is one of the beefiest, meatiest people I've ever seen in my life.
Scene.
Wow.
Okay.
So he has a catchphrase. He does stand up and he says, I got to get, is the poison like he's an alcoholic?
He does say, I got to get the poison out of me on the show, but he's talking about how he has to come in Melissa Gorga.
Jesus
but his stand-up
his
is
wife.
something I've just discovered.
It's sweet then.
It's sweet. His stand-up is something I've just discovered that he started doing, which is he does stand-up now all around New Jersey. It's apparently his new career path.
God, can you imagine?
Do you think it'll work?
Yeah, I think you know what? I think much like Luann, he will have just a built-in audience of people who will come see them.
Right.
I mean, Luann, like Evenings with the Countess, like sell out in like 2 minutes.
And that's just her going and talking, basically?
No, she does a full nightclub act. She sings songs and sings her hit, Money Can't Buy a Class. And then she brings up other housewives. So she does like comedy in the in-between, some housewives stories, and then she sings songs.
I bet people love it. I bet people eat it up and go see it.
Love it. Cabaret.
I saw Joy Behar once in Las Vegas. And she just read email chains. She read jokes about George W. Bush that like your mom would forward you, literally off of like a piece of paper.
I did a benefit with Joy Behar out in Long Island for Phil Donahue and Marlo Thomas, and like all these people were in the audience that were all like, people who are like, the sort of act blue figures, of the world.
Right.
And she was going to interview me as Trump. And we had known from the writer's room about how there's a rumor that Trump after sex would show his interview on Phil Donahue to women. We had this from a reputable source that this actually happened, that he had coitus, and after the disappointing coitus was like, now check me out on Donahue. And then they just laid in the bed and he watched, and he had a tape that they put on. And so Joy was like, let's just stick to this. And what's her name from Curb Your Enthusiasm? Susie Essman was there on the side. And she was like doing the setups, and I was like doing the very surface, what your boomer parents want Trump, sort of like I'm orange. And I was playing along because Joy invited me to do it. But then at one point I couldn't help it because Donahue was in the audience, and I just like interrupted Joy, and she looked like, what are you doing? And I was like, Phil, remember when I was on your show? And like Phil Donahue's like, yeah. And I was like, I show that tape to everyone I fuck.
Act blue.
And like people like enjoyed it. Donahue laughed at it, but Joy was like, what? She was like, back on script, Donald. And it was like I was in trouble with like
She
my
did
mom.
not enjoy
She
it.
did not enjoy Behar that. Yeah.
Let's do a voicemail. What do we think?
Let's do a voicemail. That sounds great.
Great.
I'd like to request a voicemail.
All right.
I'd like to request a voicemail.
Like a
I'd like to
vowel?
call my father.
Do you mean phone a friend, or do you just need to call your dad?
Yeah, phone a friend.
We should add that to Johnny's game, that you can call your father.
You can call your own father and ask him.
Maybe your dad will know this 20-year-old like pun on a.
Oh yeah, John's puns are worn out.
No, they're
Has-been
fresh.
puns.
They're new.
All right, this is from Quinn.
Oh.
Hi, guys.
That doc-
Big fan of
Oh.
the show. My name's Quinn from Salt Lake City. When I was in college, I went to UC Davis, and there's a student-led bus driving organization. So, you know, you got college kids driving buses for the city and the school. I thought I had an empty bus. There's a way you can talk on the microphone and set the speakers inside or outside. I thought my speakers were totally inside, so I'm just thinking to myself, like anyone does in the car, but, you know, with the microphone. There was a commercial back in the day. It was Johnson's Kids Shampoo, and I was singing that out loud. Something like, everybody is a star, everybody is a star, you're a star, you're Johnson's Kids. Something like that. Unbeknownst to me, the speakers were on the external setting, so I'm pretty much blasting this around town. Was heading back to campus, and the football team was practicing outside, and you know, they're all stretching and stuff and bending over, and all of a sudden they start looking at me, and I said on the mic, what are they looking at? And then I realized what happened, but yeah, it's kind of silly, but okay, love the show. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Quinn.
Wow. Quinn, just a clarity on the story. Quinn went to a place where you could rent a bus.
I guess at
She
UC
was a
Davis,
bus driver.
you could drive buses as students for like people in the Davis community.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Just wanted to get that clear.
Yeah.
Why she was in the bus. Were other people in the bus?
No,
No,
I
it
think
was
she
an
said she
empty
thought it was
bus.
empty.
She's empty. Okay.
You know, there's some people, or not some people, just a lot of people like live out loud like that. Like her being like, what are they looking at? And stuff like that. I don't do that. Everything that goes through my brain stays in my head and not out of my mouth unless I'm around people talking to them. But like I know some people who walk around their house and talk to themselves and have little conversations with themselves.
Oh, my wife talks to herself. Yeah.
You don't sing? You don't sing?
No. Do you?
Do you have a pet?
I do,
Sure.
yeah. I have
Do you
a dog.
talk to the pet?
Not really. I started doing it more on like road trips when she's anxious to like just see if that helps. But I don't go like, Stella, who's that at the door? Like I just heard Guillermo del Toro on WTF, and he said he has like a statue that every time he walks by it, he's like, I wonder who's at the door now. And he'll like talk to it and be like, who do you think that is? Or what's going on today? And he says good morning to it. I don't do that.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah.
I talk to the dog. I talk to the dog all the time.
Is that a thing, like an energy you grew up around? Maybe it just wasn't happening in my house, and that's why. Like,
Well, we had a parrot growing up.
you got
And
to
my mom had a parrot, and so the parrot talked. So I had an animal that you actually could talk to. So there was that.
How is his vocabulary? Does he know a lot of words?
He was pretty limited in his words. It was more like,
It was a parrot.
It was like eat, I love birdie, open the door. It was like things like that, like instructions. And then he did a lot of clicking and things that were, because I grew up my whole life around him, that were his like language, his like bird language. So I could click in a sequence to him, and I could learn what he was doing in bird language, basically. So if I wanted him to eat, I could make a sound and he would know that it was time to eat. So that was what I grew up around. And I was alone. I was an only child. So I would like talk to the bird all the time because my mom was at work. So it was just me and the fucking bird.
I don't understand not checking the settings. I don't get that. People are like, oh, I put the speakers on. It's like, it's like, oops, I'm so embarrassed. It's like, that like either the speakers are in the bus or they're out of the bus. And if you're going to start singing Johnson's Baby Wipes, one of two things is going to happen.
I would think you'd hear it inside the bus.
I mean, maybe it's both. Like maybe it can come out of both, but like,
right.
I'm just such a double checker. I like, if I'm going to do something that's like, I'm maybe, this setting like matters in terms of me embarrassing myself,
Yeah. If you're singing into a microphone, you're going to check the output.
or you really subconsciously wanted that attention.
Yeah.
Like subconsciously, you knew what was going on. You wanted everyone to hear your Johnson & Johnson's baby song, but you want to have an intellectual or an ego out to say that it was embarrassing for you because it got embarrassing. Because the whole football, all those ripped football players bending over, showing their tight asses on the side, you know.
And I have a very specific memory. This isn't exactly what you're saying, but in middle school of seeing a girl that I had a crush on watching us play basketball. And for some reason, my thing to get attention was to see her and then immediately pretend I had a big ankle injury. Like go like huge. I'm like, oh! And I've always wondered why it wasn't my instinct to play basketball well in front of her.
Maybe I can go sit by her with a broken ankle.
Yeah.
Did you actually hurt your ankle, or was it completely
It was
made
purely
up?
like this was a way for the attention to be on me right now. It was like my immediate, like, here's how I know that I will be looked at here.
I would, on the subway, talk loudly if something was upsetting me. Like if a person was like on their phone with the sound on, you know, like playing a game and beeping, I'd be like, boy, that's beeping. Like I would like say things out loud, but indirectly, trying to get like, you know, or like when the train would be really packed, you know, like really packed, and you'd get people starting to fight with each other. You'd have like two people start to argue, and you're like, this could go to fisticuffs. And, you know, so out loud, sort of like facing away, I'd be like, that's enough of that. And I would like yell things like that on the
Did it work? Did that de-escalate things or no?
I did one time with my wife. We were on an N train that was so packed, and there was a pregnant woman, and then the guy behind the pregnant woman and another guy in front of her. They were all jammed in, but those two guys were around the pregnant woman because they were like bumping into each other, and they started mouthing off about whose arm was in front of who. And we were stuck, and I mean packed like packed. And the guy shoved the other guy, and then the other guy reached over the pregnant woman and shoved back. And I see the pregnant woman being like, whoa, 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 you know? But also just, it's a sea of people. If these two start rocking and going at it, it's going to force everybody else into like motion. And I, at the top of my lungs, because I learned this from the cops who I used to work at this pizza place, and these cops would come in, and they said that one of their training was that, besides like, you know, killing innocent people, was that one of the training was in de-escalation, you always have to be louder than the people who are loud. So if you want to try to get them to de-escalate, there's an animal thing that if you are louder than them with force, they might cull. And I just was like, we are not doing this on this fucking train. There's a pregnant woman right there. You two stop it right now. And I had nothing to back it up. I can't fight. I like nothing. I had nothing to back it up. I was frightened when I did it. I was not brave. And they both like just looked at me, and I said, cut it out. And they both looked down, and then everyone on the train kind of went like that. I looked at my wife, and then for like weeks, I was like, you remember when all those people applauded for me? Do you remember that? And she's like, yes, I do. I was like, I was so brave. Wasn't I so brave? She's like, no, you weren't. And
remember all those people on the train, Gabourey Sidibe, everyone was applauding for me.
But it was like a moment where I was like, exactly the thing I wanted to have happened, which was everyone loved me for diffusing the situation.
Oh, yeah.
And
I relate to that.
A dream.
Yes, the dream.
Hey, I saw what you did on there.
Yeah,
that was really something.
Thanks.
That was really something.
Well, it was, you know, someone had to do something, you know, someone had to do something. And I knew I had to step up.
Well, you did a great job. And, if you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you a little bit about it.
I mean, you are.
All right, great.
Let's take that. We're in that moment.
Great,
I mean, I'm just saying we're in that moment.
Okay,
we're
cool.
in that moment.
This is what I love. Direct. Yes, absolutely. Look, I work with kind of an underground group of city vigilantes. We got tired of not being able to trust the government here to take care of problems, and inspired by some of the movies of the day and stories. And we decided, it's time for people to take action on our own. And I would love for you to come to maybe one of our meetings and maybe start working with us a little bit on, we could really use your confidence, your de-escalation techniques.
Yeah. I have to go, I do have to teach a 101 class right now, but,
like the freeway? What do you mean or like a level 1? Oh, you're a college teacher.
No. I'm an improv teacher.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's all right.
No, that's great. And I've always wanted to take a class. Yeah, that's fun.
Oh, well, you could.
Well, yeah, if that's, if you want to do that, that's fine.
No, I would love to do this. It's just, let's actually move out. We're sort of blocking everybody if they're getting off the train. Let's go over here.
Okay.
I could totally, I could probably cut out. I mean, my boss, Will, is used to me just bailing on classes. So,
okay.
Because I do feel like I have something to offer. And I agree with you. People are not doing what they need to do. Like we're a community. We're a group of people. We're a society.
Yeah.
And we depend on each other to police each other. It's not just
is this the new vigilante?
Yeah,
talking about?
Yeah, this is him.
Whoa. I thought that was a garbage can.
You got to learn how to blend in.
Holy shit.
This is Oscar.
My name's Oscar, but I'm happy. I'm a happy vigilante.
Oh, wow. Nice to meet you, Oscar. I'm Tony.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. I'm in. I love this idea.
All right, because we got a new case.
Okay. Are we skipping the meeting or are we just...
if this is high priority, Oscar, I'd love to hear the case,
It's high priority. Joe Gorga's gone missing out on his ranch in New Jersey.
You talking about I need to, what is it? I need to get rid of the poison now?
Yeah.
Is that new stand-up? That new stand-up? Joe Gorga?
Yeah, that new hot stand-up Joe Gorga. He's gone missing.
Okay.
That's a big step up for the city vigilantes right now. Oscar, you just get mad at people for not separating their trash when they throw it away and educate them on that. I tell people to wash their hands in bathrooms. I give them a stern look or, say, are you really not going to wash your hands?
And my thing is de-escalating crowded subway situations. So, how do these three skills work together to find a missing meat bag?
We might be greater than the sum of our parts. And there's more around the city that, on message boards and stuff. It might be time to get on the boards and get everyone together to find Gorga.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll pull out my phone and let's see. I'll enter the web address.
Oh, you got the new Samsung flip phone. How do you like the new flip?
That's pretty cool.
I love it. I love the hinge. I love the action on the hinge. It flips open.
Do you see a crease on the screen though?
Yeah.
Is there a crease?
Yeah, there's a crease.
But you don't mind
now,
that.
If you were to look up Cobra Kai Dojo Master John Kreese on that phone, would there be a crease on crease?
Another switchback. Wait, this isn't the top. Where's the summit? Why am I doing this?
At REI Co-op, we believe there are places within ourselves.
Almost there. You got this.
That we find only outside.
Wow. This is worth it.
We have the gear, inspiration, and advice to help you get there. REI Co-op. Visit rei.com.
To you, my darling.
No, to you.
The Roses were living the dream.
More champagne for me, please.
Until it all came crashing down.
He got fired. Fired?
from the director of Meet the Parents.
You're a failure. Women don't like that.
If you need a shoulder or an inner thigh to lean on.
On August 29th.
I just want the house.
We want everything.
Wow.
Stop.
Yes, go!
And see The Roses.
These people.
The Roses. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent. In theaters everywhere, August 29th.
Who's this guy? You sure this is the guy?
Look, I mean, every vigilante, every superhero has their flaws,
Yeah, my weakness is terrible puns.
I will say, as you're trying to look it up, you've got a little trash grease on your fingers, so now we've got grease on the crease while you look for crease. So
I'm not looking up crease from Cobra Kai.
Okay, but if you were...
You should. Cobra Kai is really good. It's really, really good. It's a really good show.
Do I have to have seen the most recent Karate Kid movie to get it?
I mean, not really. They basically fill it all in.
Oh, good.
I've never seen 3. I've only seen 1 and 2.
And is the Will Smith one canon in the Cobra Kai universe?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. No.
Okay.
No way. Neither is the one with Boys Don't Cry. What's her name?
Yeah, Boys Don't Cry.
Hilary Swank. All right. I got all right. I'm on the message boards here. Apparently, he went missing right near that lacrosse plane crash that happened.
Wait, that's
6
the
minutes out of
IRC.
Teterboro.
That's the IRC. That's the Improv Resource Center run by Kevin Mullaney.
Yes.
Wait, there's a whole message board for people to talk about improv, too?
Yeah, and apparently your secret thread is just on the IRC. That's great. I don't have to learn a new login.
Yeah, we couldn't find a place to host it. So this is great. I didn't know you found it there. Do you take classes, Oscar? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I'm getting into sketch.
Who's your teacher?
My Are you sure this is the guy? This is the guy.
I don't know. I mean, I just saw him. I saw him de-escalate a fight that would have killed a pregnant woman on this train. So
yeah, I got a round of applause at the end.
Yes, he got. Have you ever been applauded for sorting trash, Oscar?
No, but I've been applauded for my scene work.
Like the polite applause that you get at the end of every scene, or actual?
Yes, the polite obligatory applause.
Yeah, well, that's nothing to write home about.
Look, we can't let improv get in the way of our vigilantism, okay?
That's true. All right, well, I guess let's call an Uber and go out to New Jersey.
No, let's just get back on the train.
And go to the path?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Then you gotta take a bus. All right, fine. Let's go.
We're already here. We don't have to swipe again.
Okay, true. We don't have to swipe. Although we do have to go to the other side. We have to go down. Because we're on the outbound. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just follow your lead on this one, guys.
Okay. Well, come down this staircase.
All right.
Here we go. And go up this staircase.
You see that guy playing the saxophone over there? He's one of us. It's one of us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's his power?
Bringing beauty to the world. Yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Hey, Sax.
Whoa, you've heard of me. Yeah, what's going on? My name is Sax. We going to get this Gorga guy?
Because we call him that because he has multiple scrotums.
Yeah, I picked up the saxophone late to make the nickname make sense because I didn't want everybody knowing what my nickname meant. So.
Well, it makes sense that the fat bottom of that sax would cover all your multiple sax.
Almost, yeah, almost.
It's too bad because he's a brilliant throat singer, like one of the best in the world, but he wants to do the
Tibetan throat singing?
Specifically, yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazing at it, but,
Let's hear some.
Well, then I got to put down my... Okay. Sorry, let me just warm it up. Hang on.
Whoa.
No, though, even the warm-up is beautiful. Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
You guys, all right, I'm so sorry. This is partially my fault, but we cannot keep getting distracted by art that you do.
I'm sorry, I lost my focus. Would you guys do a quick crazy ace with me real quick before we got on the train?
Of course.
I don't know it, but I'll follow
You're coming
your lead.
too? You're coming? Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, I'm warm.
What?
I'm warm.
I'm warm.
Okay.
I'm warm.
Wow.
I'm warm.
Okay. I thought we'd bingo it after that, where we pull out one of the numbers and then it's silent. And then by the end, it's just a silent crazy eight.
Man, if you can get one of those, there's no more better connection. There is no more better connection.
Yeah, you
Here's
really
our trade.
connect
Here's our
after
trade.
that. Okay.
All aboard!
Oh, they're
Never
going
heard
old
that
timey
on an
today. They're doing like an
train.
old timey theme today.
Oh, that's why this is one of those it's one of the old train cars. It must be the anniversary of old train cars.
All right, so when we get out there, what are we going to do first? Are we going straight into this? Are we just storming the property? Do we know exactly where he's at? What are we doing here?
Well, according to this information that Oscar just sent me, it looks like he went missing near a cave on his property. Melissa Gorga has been checked into a overnight mental hospital because she had a complete breakdown. Teresa Giudice is walking the perimeter, and the Jersey police are nowhere to be found. So my feeling is if we can figure out a way to get by Teresa and then get to that cave, we might find some clues there.
Perfect. Hey, ma'am. I was clearly here first and you took my seat. I was clearly here first, ma'am.
Shut up! Shut up and sit down, you fuck! Sit down over there where there's a seat and don't harass that woman anymore.
And recycle your sandwich container.
Jesus. Hey, who said that?
I did.
And I said something.
And this guy too.
Do you know who you're talking to?
No, asshole.
Asshole, I'm the kingpin of this here subway, all right? So you don't go around talking to me that way unless you can back it up.
Are you the kingpin of just this car or this line or the MTA in general?
The MTA in general, okay?
Or are you part of this like anniversary of old trains?
No.
Yeah, is this a
presentation?
performance?
No, this happened.
I'm sorry, was this a performance?
No, this was 100% against my will, okay?
Are you with Charlie Todd?
Are you with Charlie Todd? Is this like some fucking improv everywhere thing?
No, Charlie Todd works under me, okay? Nobody sits on this subway without pants, without kicking it up to the big guy.
Well, I got to respect your territory.
All right? You work here, you respect the kingpin of the subway.
Well, I don't work
We don't
here.
work
I'm a
here.
writer. I work for the MTA. If I did, I'd be home right now collecting fucking disability. Like the rest of those lazy union fucks.
We actually don't work for anybody. We're vigilantes.
That's right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need you out here, all right? We already got things taken care of. I run protection on here, all right?
You do? You seem to just be harassing people on the subway for a seat.
Well, I'm powerful. That seat was mine first, and the lady took it.
Well, but
Are you going to cry?
Anywhere.
No, I'm not going to cry. The lady took my seat.
You going to cry, baby?
I'm not going to cry.
If you really
cry,
want to
baby?
make a difference, you'll come with us out
cry,
to Jersey
baby?
to help look for Joe Gorga.
I'm sorry.
Those two slaps should knock you straight. Now join us.
Join us. Now
We
there's
need
5
someone
of
like
us.
you. There's 5 of us.
Come be a vigilante with us. We're going to go find this new hot comedian who's got to get the venom out.
All right, here, we're at the PATH station. Now we got to buy different tickets.
See? This does cost money.
See,
Oh no, the 5 of them never got to meet the 4 ass fucking beef men. we didn't get to do our 9-way ass fuck. On Joe Gorga's corpse. In the wreckage of an old plane.
I really related to on your guys' podcast where you were like, let's try to do some scenes that don't end with like fucking or so like people like just have gross relationships or whatever. And the scene was like so good, but you could tell how much it wasn't fun for you guys to like really have the parameters of it. And I relate to that so much of like, I want you could do good, like good the good thing, but it's like I'm like so boxed in by it. I don't even know what I'm getting at. I related to that.
The good thing is like.
Also, like over Zoom, like I don't even know. It's not an excuse, but like it's hard to like not be in a physical space. It's hard to not just do what you do.
Yeah.
When you're not in a space with people, you know, creating a space together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very tough.
Yeah. It is true. I find when I do it here, I tend to like a dog, like not be able to like look forward. When I improvise on Zoom, I'm like always like looking other places or like shutting my eyes.
Why can't dogs look forward when they improvise?
They can't. I've tried. You know, you can't like look a dog in the eye. The dog just constantly be like, you know. I feel like that's very hard. And then I feel like, I should be looking at everybody, but I'm like, they're not looking at me. Nobody's looking at each other.
Yeah. For me, it's like the mix of exactly what you're saying. There's like the false connection where you're looking at someone, but you're not actually looking at them. Like, because to look at you, I'd have to look at a camera to make eye contact with you, but then I wouldn't be seeing you. And then the other thing of like, I am self-conscious of my face on the screen. So I'm kind of trying to look away from it all the time. I should just hide it, but for the show, I want to make sure that I'm not like off camera or blurry or whatever fucking thing.
Yeah, I've tried that. I'm sorry. What were you going to say? Sorry.
No, just that I get very into everybody that's on the screen, and then every once in a while I'll remember I'm actually in a room alone by myself, and that takes me out of it. To go like, oh, am I a loser? Or something.
Yeah, John and I tried doing a few, we'll probably do a few more of like Tony and Johnny shows, like a variety show we used to do with The Beast, where we did them on Zoom or on Twitch. And the trick I found, if you're doing like, I think we found if you're doing like sketchy improv-y kind of, you know, you're not really writing it, but you have a concept, is you have to lean into the format of what you're doing, right? Mm-hmm. So you like have to make it that it's like some sort of broadcast or it's some sort of fucking Zoom meeting. Right. So it like really also just radically limits what you can do before it just looks stupid. You know?
Yeah, totally.
So it's like, it's a hard limiter, but man, I don't want to go out and do anything live. That's like the last thing I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would be so petrified on stage. I remember right before the pandemic really hit in February, James and I did a show in Connecticut on like February 28th or 27th. 2020. And like, you know, we had been traveling, so we knew, like, I think even more than the coverage was going, we were like, this thing is going to be bad. We were already saying it in the show and everything. And we show up, and there was 3 women in the front row with masks on, right? And the whole show, I'm just like, yeah, Bernie, yeah, whatever. Like, just like looking at these 3 people. And then we used to go into the audience at the end, you know, for like our end thing. And it comes up, and James is going to the audience, and I was just standing there like this. I was like, and he's like, come on. I'm like, no. And I like just peeled into the back, and then he ran back. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, wait till everybody leaves. Wait till everyone leaves. They're all diseased. And I was like, that's the end of doing live shit. Like, I can't focus at all.
Did you get any in the like vaccinated period? Live shows
I was going to, but the vaccinated period in New York was like, I had like traveled for something in May. So like I got back end of May and was then fully vaccinated May 5th. So then 2 weeks. So like it was like basically June and July. And, you know, someone would go, let's do this. And I'd be like, yeah, maybe. But like I wanted to like go out and have like dinner and stuff first, like do things with like my wife and friends. And then by the time we went to Canada in August for family vacation, when we got back, things were starting to ramp again. And I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
It's funny, all these like backstage photos of people like, I'm so excited to be doing it live again. Then it's like, no, you're not. Get out. Like, get off the stage again. Like, we're back. So excited to be back. It feels so good. It's like, no, it doesn't. Get off. Back home. Go back home.
Yeah, we got a few in, and I am like already pretty upset that I didn't like just sit and appreciate it, because I thought it was like before Omicron was like, oh, maybe this is possible now, and then it just went away, and it was like, oh, this. Yeah, there's like the ethical reason that I wouldn't want to do it, and just I couldn't be present. I don't think on stage. It sucks.
Yeah, I mean, if I lived alone, I mean, the other thing is like my wife, does, is definitely immunocompromised with like severe allergies and stuff like that. And like, there's also the thing of like, am I really going to go out to some show and then like what, willy-nilly come back? And then if she got sick, I'd be like, wow, I was like, I got my fucking wife sick with something that could be bad because I wanted to like kick it around on a stage, something I've done for like 20 plus years and had more than enough rewarding memories from,
Yeah.
And so like that's always now where I'm at, is like, I have to consider that somebody else who doesn't like to even be around people has to like deal with my like collateral damage,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
there's like the owing it to whoever else is in your life, which like there's varying degrees of for people.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
Which sucks. I hate it. I hate being accountable to my wife.
Well, speaking of, here's a segue. It's not going to work, but speaking of non-live comedy, check out the Phony and Collie show, everybody. It is a new favorite of mine, and Ryan and I were very excited and honored to have you guys on our podcast.
I will have you guys on.
Yeah,
would you want to come on together
yeah,
or
you want to come on together?
What do you like to do?
How do you want to do it?
Choose now.
No preference. I'm sorry, I don't have a preference.
Whatever you like.
Oh,
whatever.
I mean, we enjoy it. It pads out our guest booking if you come on separately.
Perfect.
I mean, we'll do 3. Do one separate, then do one together. The whole thing.
That's fine with us. Why don't you just start doing it with us?
Sure. Yeah.
And then we'll just stop, and then you just do that one
as
too.
well.
Okay.
Are you guys on All Things Comedy also?
No. We are, I guess, independent. I suppose. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet that works for you, right? I bet it's pretty good, right? You got a Patreon, you get a little money coming in and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's been nice. We've had like a
been
pretty
nice, hasn't
consistent.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be
Sounds like
nice.
there's something else
you're
going on
considering.
In
Maybe?
other words, so you put out effort to make something, and then you actually get a direct reward from the people who listen to it because they appreciate it by subscribing to it, right?
That's how it ended
true.
up working for
Yeah,
us.
that's
how long
so
did it take
interesting.
to build it though before you started getting that reward?
Well, we came in with like people who
Was it 12 episodes?
12, and then it was there, and then we made a lot of money. We came in with like people who like us in the podcast world from our big grande podcast, The Teacher's Lounge, and so there was like built-in people who wanted to hear it, and then. But it was a lot of work in the sense of like we put out these episodes for free.
Sure.
So there's like a lot of I don't know how
Well, I mean, we're doing that now, so we already got that box checked.
Basically, our conversation was like, well, we do shows for anywhere between 6 to 120 people live when that was still happening, and don't get paid. So if we can get 6 to 120 listeners and make $5 a month off of each of them, then that's like great. Plus,
that's great, right?
Yeah, it gives us something to do. It lets us
that's
meet and talk to
$5. $5 a month as opposed to $5 a year.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's good.
So it's something to consider. I don't know if it's the conversation you've ever had or something like that.
Thickly veiled, for sure. Thickly veiled.
But Tony, is there anything else you'd like to plug or anywhere people can find you?
Oh, well, every weekday, Monday through Friday, you can watch on Twitch at twitch.tv/shattyfatty Coffee with Tony, which is the loosely put together daytime talk show. We talk politics. We talk comedy. And we also plug the Phony and Collie show constantly on the live stream. So it's really just a weird daily plug for the Phony and Collie show podcast. But you should check it out. It's always fun. We do have big guests drop by from time to time. So.
Well, if you liked this last 5 minutes podcast where we're plugging stuff, then I guess that's a big thing to listen to is more plugging. Yes. John, anything you'd like to plug?
Yes, I'd like to plug my podcast, The Phony and Collie Show.
Love it.
A new episodes come out every Monday on all things comedy.
And I'd like to plug that too.
Well, thanks again for being here. Is that all?
That's
great.
it.
And
thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This was so much fun.
Thank you guys for being here. Truly our pleasure.
Yeah.
I always, anytime you want to have simulated anal sex together,
just have us on
and eat beef.
I really appreciate that. You don't get that from a lot of people.
Well, that's my Yellow Jackets inspired scene.
It was as someone who's only seen the pilot of Yellow Jackets, it was very reminiscent to me.
Oh my God, what a great show.
I'll stick with it then.
Stick with it. It's worth it.
And everybody out there, thank you so much for listening. Again, that's patreon.com/you'rethe-man-now-dog. Big thank you to Brian Holmes for editing and production help, Casey Trailer for the theme song, and Annie Wu for the logo. And everyone out there for listening. Anything else, Ryan?
That's it.
Great. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.